friends, welcome to a whole new episode of In Conversation with Shraddha Vyas. Friends, today I would like to quote a beautiful line from a black and white movie. हमने देखी है उन आँखों की महकती खुशबू, हाथ से छू के इसे रिश्तों का इल्जाम न दो, सिर्फ एहसास है ये रूह से महसूस करो, प्यार को प्यार ही रहने दो, कोई नाम न दो. Love, the most evergreen, the most universal feeling in our lives. For different people, love means different. It means different for the different people. For example, some people consider love as some sublime and divine thing. For some people, love is mere attraction. For some people, love is just a casual or passing affair. So different people perceive love in different ways. Let us today discuss something about this beautiful emotion of love and try to find out areas which are unknown. So friends, थोड़ा रुमानी हो जाते हैं आज. Love, प्यार, इश्क, मोहब्बत के बारे में थोड़ी बहुत डिस्कशन करेंगे. So today I have a very special guest with me. Namaste, Dr. Amita Pandya. Hello. मैं उनके बारे में थोड़ी जानकारी आपको दे देती हूँ. मैडम, आपका स्वागत है हमारे शो में. You spared some time from your busy schedule for us. We are really very grateful to you for that. And I wish मैम कि हम लोग जो डिस्कशन करेंगे उससे जो यूथ स्पेशली है, जो अडल्ट ग्रुप है, उनको they will get lot of enlightenment and they will be able to understand what the meaning and what the perception of love is all about in details and in depth. Right now? Okay. So friends, let me tell you something about Dr. Amita Pandya. Dr. Amita Pandya has done her PhD in Clothing and Textile, Faculty of Family and Community Science from the Maharaja Sahajirao University, Baroda. She has remained the head of department. She was associated with halls of residence. She has a connect with youths. Her area of expertise rests in traditional, cultural, textile, craft and product design. Empowerment of women is the center of her heart. So friends, this was something in brief about Dr. Amita Pandya, and I know her since years, I know her since childhood, and I have really looked upon her as a real role model for several people, not just me but several other girls, young girls also. Ma'am, she carries herself with a lot of dignity, grace and feminine grace. So that really makes us, yes, that really makes us look upon her with a lot of respect and awe. So ma'am, shall we begin with the questions?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Ma'am, my first question for you is, why is first love always special? Now, when I ask this question, first love, normally people talk about 16 baras ki bali umar ko salam, sweet 16.
Yes.
It is the age when normally people have their first crush or infatuation, at times love also. So it is believed that first love, for a girl especially, she will never be able to forget her first love. She considers it to be a very special feeling and she treasures it throughout her life. So आप कुछ प्रकाश डालें इस बात पर कि ऐसा क्यों है कि first love always remains special?
Well, Shraddha, when we are talking about the term love, generally when I speak to any youth or even in the class, the moment we talk about love, sexuality, it really gives a different face change onto them. And their expressions and everything changes. But I don't think love is only gender based.
Okay.
Love for me is very sacred, is very, very divine. And to love means to love yourself. Till you don't love yourself, I don't think you'll be able to love anybody else. So from that connect, I would rather say that the first love is always very special, not only in terms of opposite gender,
Okay.
but anything that you step forward for is your first love. The first love for your creativity, the first thing that you make, a small little pen holder,
Mm.
and that's your first love, because that's the step towards the creativity. Your first night out,
Yes.
your first hold of a hand, your first touch with the baby of your own.
Yes.
That's your first love. And first love is always special because that feel, the first feel can never be repeated as first. Like गुजरा हुआ समय कभी वापस नहीं आएगा.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, very true. So ma'am has given a very new meaning to first love. She means to say that love doesn't always remain romantic first love.
Yes.
Love can be anything. It can be motherly love, it can be creativity, it can be it can mean several things. Okay ma'am. So well said. That was a very beautiful definition you gave about first love, and you explained to us why it is so special. My second question for you is, how can one differentiate between love and infatuation? Now when I ask this question ma'am, infatuation normally, फ्रेंड्स आप भी मेरे बात से सहमत होंगे कि इन्फैचुएशन में ज़्यादातर अट्रैक्शन टुवर्ड्स द ऑपोजिट सेक्स होता है, और जब वो अट्रैक्शन टुवर्ड्स द ऑपोजिट सेक्स निकल जाता है तो पीपल रियलाइज दैट दे आर नॉट मेड फॉर ईच अदर एंड दे वॉक आउट ऑफ द रिलेशनशिप और दे कॉल इट क्विट्स. Yes. In true love, people remain together and they try to keep the relationship live because they know that they are made for each other and there is some amount of emotional maturity.
Yes.
Yeah. So, ma'am, please tell us what according to you can differentiate love and infatuation?
Well, love is something that is gradual. It just doesn't come with the first sight.
Yeah.
Not to me, and with my experiences, and I'm a very, I can fall in love for anything, but then it takes time.
Yes.
It takes time. So whenever a love takes time, or it takes time for you to be attracted or to take a decision to like a person, and when liking develops or grows, that is love. Love is basically very, very thoughtful.
Okay.
Whereas I feel the latter one, that is infatuation, is a very instant thing. It's like impulsive buying.
Oh, yes.
Okay, you go to a market and then, oh wow, this is such a beautiful pair of earrings, it doesn't look nice. And then, well, you just buy it.
Yes.
So that's an impulse,
Yes.
or that's an infatuation for. But when you give a thought, not for a product, but for what it means to you, that is a love.
Okay.
And love, I think, for the youth, I can say, is very, infatuation for the youth is very crazy, right?
Yes.
It is very, very crazy, I would call it as.
Yeah. It is very immature also.
Yes. And love craves for a deeper connection.
Yes.
You need to have a connectivity with each other.
Yes.
To love means you cannot, but well, infatuation is a crazy thing. While love is calm, it's thoughtful, whereas not so in love. Infatuation. Infatuation is objective oriented, motive oriented, whereas love is very genuine intentions.
Love, true love means to give something.
Give something. It is more giving, it is more caring,
Yes.
it is more understanding, you
Yes.
know. I rather feel love is when you love an entire capsule as it is, not just a person. When I say I am in love with, I was in love, of course,
Yeah.
but then that is an acceptance of a person as a whole.
Yes. You accept the person with all his pluses and
Pluses
minuses.
and minuses. So, well, to me personally, you connect only with who the person really is,
Okay.
and not with a thought of someone. Like if I say I want Shah Rukh Khan jaisa, then that's not love.
Yes. 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 That's not right. Truly,
That's not.
that's not right.
So
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah. Well defined. Really well defined, madam. So we mean to say that love is something more deeper, caring, more of affection,
and it takes
and,
time
and
for
it takes time to develop. And love at first sight is normally a cliche. People,
Yes.
it's more of a cliche.
It's more infatuated towards something.
Yes.
It's a motive
Because-
oriented,
because
and
you
then
go through
the
the
lust
experience.
goes
Yes.
and no more.
Yeah.
And why there's failures of love,
Yeah.
If you truly understand somebody and love, that love will never die.
True. Very well said, ma'am. Okay. My next question to you is love can cause destruction. When I say this, madam, I am reminded of one line, French line, La belle dame sans merci. We had a poem in 10th grade. Its title was La belle dame sans merci, which means a beautiful lady without mercy. And there were wars waged for that woman. There were people who were so much interested in her, kings were so much interested in her beauty, and she was not merciful to them. So wars were waged. So do you feel that love can cause destruction?
See, here, I mean, anything in moderation is not destruction.
Okay.
One needs to balance, strike a balance.
Yes.
Yeah. So balance is a key to development. And if anything that develops,
That can't bring destruction.
destruction.
I am reminded of few lines. प्यार तू इतना अगर प्यार जो तू सह सके, बिछड़ना भी पड़े तो जिंदा रह
That is
सके. Isn't it, ma'am?
very true. I think you've connected to what I said
Yeah.
in just
Yeah.
few
Right.
words.
Yeah. Okay. My next question for you is, madam, is love a driving force towards career building? Normally, love, when I ask this question, I'm speaking for the age group of people between 18 to 25. That is the age when people normally pursue their graduation after 21 years of their life. And that is the time also when they are into relationships more. And they are just out of school, so certain maturity level is there. And at the same time, they are ambitious about their career building also. So do you feel that love can be a driving force, or do you feel the other way around, that if people are in love, then they are kind of causing harm to their career? What exactly the picture
See,
is?
here, I rather look at it as the mindset of an individual,
Okay.
how one looks at it.
Okay.
Even a teenager, like nowadays, love, as you said, the first love, infatuation, whatever is at the 16 years of age and above, वो दिन चले गए. Now the love starts in the cradle.
Yes.
I mean, if you see all around, I mean, I pass by schools and you don't actually intentionally have a look, but then you can just have a passing by or driving, just pass by and you say, oh, really these children of this age know what love is.
Yes.
Yeah. So, love can be a motivating factor,
Okay.
and it can be otherwise also, but provided they know what a love is. What is love? And here I would rather say, I was just reading something, and as Steve Jobs says, there are a lot of ways to build fast growth companies. So it's easy to grow companies, but to continue, sustenance is difficult.
Yes.
And therefore, I would relate it the other way also. Passion is a powerful force. So the moment you have a passion for something, you are going to achieve.
Yes.
is, I go back to it, ki, uh, like you can achieve something as a challenging out of or out of motivating factor.
Yeah. So it's a very relative thing. We cannot generalize it that love can be a motivating factor or detrimental factor for career building, right? Okay. My next question for you is, can heartbreak make a person mature? Now, heartbreak, again, madam, heartbreak, what it means for a 16-year-old girl,
And
or
what it means.
Yeah.
See, I think heartbreak can be for anything. Even for an engineer,
Yes.
even for a fine artist,
Yes.
and even for any one of us who really fall in love. So, I don't think, not really, that,
It can bring maturity.
yeah. In fact, I feel it's the experiences that you gain and you get accustomed to it. And that's what we coin a term as mature.
Mature.
इतनी बार ठोकरें खाते खाते गए कि वहाँ से जो पेन होता है ठोकर खाने से वो अभी महसूस ही नहीं।
क्या बात है। प्यास इतनी लगी कि तरसते रहे इतना कि प्यास भी नहीं रही। Something like that, isn't it? Because love itself is such an ageless and timeless thing, evergreen thing. It's that it's not just me or you or our generation. Since our grandfather, great grandfathers, every love is there since times immemorial.
Yes. Now you just, you look at the older age group couples. They are so much in love.
Yes, they are.
You can actually feel their love.
Yes. We can feel they are in love. Very true. Today, now in current age, if you observe couples, they say they are in love. We feel apparently they are in love, but somewhere there is some selfishness also.
Motive. That's what I said.
Yeah,
there are motives.
Yeah, there are motives. We generally see at when people get married, they fall in love. जैसे आपने बोला था कि थोड़ी calculations भी कुछ लोग करते हैं प्यार करने से पहले. She's a very rich girl or he's a very rich boy. He's very popular. Yeah. Very
status
popular. Status oriented, yeah. So all those things are there. So yes, heartbreak not necessarily always will bring maturity in a person, but the experiences which the person
gets
through
the
relationship,
through the relationships, that's what
it makes the person mature. Well said. My next question to you is, ma'am, is society biased towards love? What do you say, ma'am?
No. I mean, society is not biased. People, we, what is society? It's we. Who is society?
Yeah.
Each one of us.
Yes.
Anybody around.
Yes.
It's just that people are more judgmental.
Yes.
They make out of anxiety that whether his or her child or relative will really be happy, but then happiness is eternal.
Yes.
More than the couple themselves, it's the society who is more judgmental.
Yes.
इससे शादी करोगे तो आप खुश रहोगे. But how do you say so?
Yeah. Give a chance to the couple to decide.
Yeah. And then they are mature enough. They know what they are doing, right?
Yeah.
Nobody is going to allow their finger to be burnt in a fire because they know what that burnt is.
Yes. Very true. Very well said, ma'am. So yes, society does matter, especially if we talk about the vicinity, the proximity, and all those things. Society means people like you and me. We are part of the society, and I think that when there is, for example, there are some typical housewives. They want to be interested in gossiping and backbiting about she's like that or he's like that. What do you see about that?
No, but I don't think it is only the homemakers that are gossipers.
Okay, even working women could be
gossipers. Why working women? Anybody at any stage.
Yeah.
Just let's gossip.
Yeah. So need not take it that seriously.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. My next question to you is: in today's world, do you think true love is there? So when I ask this question, ma'am, what do you feel? Just now we just discussed that when we see old couples, we see that their love is so genuine, their love is so unconditional, and it is so true. It really comes out. It is apparent that they are really in love.
I think true love is divine.
Yes, divine. Sublime.
It's just thing to happen to you.
Yes.
It's very sacred.
Yes.
It's very sacred.
Yeah.
I love my God.
Yeah. You can love God also.
I love my God.
Yes.
But then I have even heard, huh? I mean, these are the actual remarks I've heard.
Mm.
No, I don't believe in God.
Mm.
Now, I had a lot of faith. શું નથી કર્યું, કેટલી પૂજા કરી, કેટલી માનતા માની, પણ અર્થ શું એનો? So see, this is not love. That you can change your gods,
Yes.
then you can change your life.
Yes.
You can change your partner.
Very true, very true. So yeah, true love means you can not necessarily towards the opposite sex. It can be towards God also. It can be towards your pet also.
Yes.
Pet animals, birds.
And
It can be for even flora, fauna, both.
There are so many instances that you love a person through its external appearance, the gait, the way you walk, and at a later age.
That is not what matters. Okay, fine. Yeah, so true love is multifaceted and it is multifaceted, right? Okay. Now my another question for you, ma'am, is: can love's end always be a wedlock? Do you feel that the positive picture of love means marriage, or it can be other way
To
around?
me, very honest, love is much more beyond the Saat Feras,
Yes.
and that says it all.
Yes. Very true, very true. Love need not always end into marriage. We take the example, from our this religion, Radhaji and Krishnaji. They were never married, but they had, it is believed that Radhaji was the external potency of Lord Krishna. And it is believed that they were one already. They were one soul and two bodies. So they never...
Soulmates.
Soulmates, yeah. So there was no need to get married. So they never got married. So that is such a beautiful example. God has said that, yes, love need not always... For people who are, okay, they are able to translate love affair into a marriage, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, I believe, ma'am, that yeah, they are able to do that. But for everybody, it may not be possible. So...
Because even a love that ends into wedlock may not be your love.
Yes, very true. You may be in courtship for 4-5 years, but then once you get married, after 4-5-6 years, you realize you are with the wrong person. Very true, very true, very true.
And I feel love is trust. Love is believing each other. Love is accepting the families of your spouses.
Yeah.
That is love.
Because
Love is not yours and mine.
Yeah.
There is yours and mine.
There is a we feeling.
The term of yours and mine, which is really flowing amongst the present generation, I don't call it love. They are very calculated.
Very good. So
The feeling of oneness should be
we feeling should be there. Yeah. So wedlock, it may not translate into wedlock, but then that understanding has to be there. Mutual wavelength and mutual rapport should be there. You should be able to understand the opposite person's mindset even without he or she is opening his mouth and
sure.
saying
You have to understand. You have to feel.
that feeling, yeah, feeling. Certain things can't be expressed in words. They have to be understood. My next question for you, ma'am, is: how can one make out between love and lust? This was again previously. That was about love and infatuation. This is about love and lust.
I I think I have answered partly over there. What is
Yeah.
a lust?
Yeah, it is attraction
Yes,
and
lust is basically, yeah, I would rather say oriented towards achieving something. And it's okay. I would rather say lust is a short-lived fashion.
okay.
It's like fad.
Yeah,
We describe fad as a short-lived fashion. So lust is also, it has a very
short life.
life.
Very short life. Whereas love is something greater
Yes,
and more
love is,
larger.
love has no boundaries.
Yeah,
Love has no time period.
very true. Very true.
Once you love a person, I guess even if that opposite person has betrayed you, you will still keep loving that person.
Okay.
That is love. Because each one of us have our own way of thinking. So if I have loved somebody, I will continue loving. Whether my lover or my partner has betrayed me or not.
Yes.
That's her or his
Look out.
lookout.
Very, very well said, ma'am. So, friends, this is a direct message from ma'am to all of you there, all you lovers, that please try to understand that everybody cannot be perfect. Each one of us is meant to be imperfect. We are all having our own imperfections. And we should accept that, okay, if somebody has betrayed you or somebody could not continue the relationship, we should not end up accusing or abusing them. We should learn to continue loving them.
We should continue respecting them.
Yeah. Okay. My next question to you, ma'am, is do arranged marriages last more than love marriages? Okay. Arranged marriages, I feel that is what the people normally say, that in arranged marriages, there is in marriages either way, it's a union of two families in India. If we talk about, it's not just a union of two individuals. And in the case of arranged marriages, ma'am, normally I have heard and I have observed also that when something goes wrong between the couple, then the elderly people will make special efforts to see to it that they work out their differences and they come out with some solution for their problems. Whereas in love marriages, they will play a role, but they will say, okay, you selected this person, now you manage yourself. At times they say like that also. So what do you feel about this thing?
There are two parts of this question. Whether it's a thing. See, love doesn't change. Be it arranged or be it
Love marriage.
marriage.
Okay.
Or marriage doesn't change. Marriage is what? A union, a formalized term. Marriage is a formalized term
Yes.
of the union of two souls.
Yes.
That is how I would actually say.
Yes.
So, be it a formalization through love or arrange has no connectivity. It's only since years that we've been saying is, as you rightly said, that in love marriage, the society just, I would rather say that society or the concerned people, the relatives, palms off their responsibility. Whereas in arranged marriage, true, they would not like to palm off, but it has been socially talked amongst themselves and finalized. So it's an ego between who is finalizing. And that's where the difference is. But I would rather not say that love marriage lasts longer or
Arranged
arranged
marriage.
marriage.
Okay.
If we can ever say what is our lifespan, are we able to ever answer to this? We cannot answer.
So yeah, certain things, please viewers, you understand through how we are communicating. We cannot put it in words for you. It's only when you will experience things you will understand for yourself, and you will find answers to these questions, right, ma'am? Okay. Do you another question for you, ma'am, is how can one identify the soulmate? Now, there are lot many things, lot many theories coming up that there is something like soulmate, and you have to identify your soulmate. Some people say, you will get some intuition when you see that person. There will be a kind of, you will miss a heartbeat when you see that person. You may feel somewhere certain hints God gives. So, what is your opinion on this? Like, how can you identify one's soulmate?
This is a very subjective term,
Yeah.
very subjective questions. But in a few words, I would say, you can, the moment you can relate yourself with the other, is the soul. When you can relate both the sides of a coin,
Yes.
then
That is the soulmate for you. So it is very important, guys and girls, that you are able to relate to an individual on both sides of his personality, the positive and the negative, the pros and cons and everything, and only then you will be able to identify the soulmate. So you need to have maturity and you need to be thoughtful in this case also. Though it's not something beyond rational and beyond, reduction absurdum, I would say so. But yeah, you can identify your soulmate provided you are open to people's imperfections as well. You are open to people's minuses as well. Right, ma'am? Okay, my last question for you, ma'am, is that does love have an impact on health?
uh,
They say that a woman who is in love, she has a different charm altogether. She blushes, her cheeks literally blush pink. She feels shy at times when certain things are put for her. So that is some hormonal changes taking place in her body. And do you feel so? What is your opinion? How does it affect health?
well, it's something like when a baby gets a balloon
Yeah,
and the happiness
yeah,
that the child gets, you can get it from the
it gets reflected.
reflected on the face directly.
Yes.
And I bet I've seen all of you.
Yeah.
When you get something, a compass box or just an eraser, what
Yes.
you want.
Yes.
So the moment you get something, you are very contented.
Yeah.
And the moment you get contented, you eventually are rewarded. Very well, हाँ मिल गया है. Then I've seen that the more you give, this नहीं अभी नहीं चाहिए. So you evolve. The moment you learn to say enough, contentment, that's the impact on you. The contentment will always glow on your face. And the other side is how much ever you get, you don't value what you get, but you want something else. So then in that case, yes, the love does have a negative as well as the positive.
Very well said, very well said, ma'am. So, friends, this was my discussion on love and romance with Dr. Amita Pandya. Friends, before I sum up, I would like to say some lines which I had written few years back. I had written, God, you sent me in this world to love that other half of my existence. But I ended up being a mercenary. Forgive me as I stand before you. Grant me the sapience to umpire myself before I say, I love you. So friends, this was my show on love and romance. Dr. Amita Pandya's show. Thank you so much for coming on my show. Friends, मुझे लगता है कि हमने जो बातचीत की, हमने बहुत एकदम very precisely and very in a concise manner we have tried to answer certain questions and touch the untouched things about love and romance. So I hope it will be a real eye opener for you guys and girls out there. So please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel if you like it. I will wait for your comments. See you again next time with some other guest. Tata, see you, bye bye.